Picture an ocean so vast it stretches as far as the eye can see, its waters teeming with life, its shores cradled by towering mountains that pierce the sky. This was the ancient Alpine Ocean, a once thriving ecosystem that existed millions of years ago, long before humans walked the earth. But this ocean didn't just disappear. It collapsed in an event so dramatic it reshaped the very fabric of the planet. Mountains melted, continents shifted, and an entire ocean vanished, leaving behind a mystery that has fascinated scientists for generations. What forces could cause such a monumental transformation? What secrets lie buried in the rocks and fossils that tell the story of this ancient world? The collapse of the Alpine Ocean wasn't just a local event, it was a turning point in Earth's history, one that continues to shape our understanding of the planet we call home. It's a story of tectonic plates colliding with unimaginable force, of climate systems shifting in ways that altered the course of life itself. It's a tale of mountains that didn't just crumble but melted, their solid rock transformed into molten rivers that reshaped the landscape. This event didn't just change the geography of the region, it left a legacy that echoes through the ages, influencing everything from the formation of mountain ranges to the patterns of ocean currents that govern our climate today. In this video, we'll journey back in time to explore the rise and fall of the Alpine Ocean, piecing together the clues that scientists have uncovered to reconstruct this ancient world. We'll uncover the role of tectonic activity, the impact of climate change, and the astonishing process of mountains melting under immense pressure. Along the way, we'll discover how this event connects to the challenges we face today, from understanding natural disasters to predicting the effects of a changing climate. This isn't just a story about the past, it's a window into the forces that continue to shape our planet. So, come with us as we unravel the mysteries of this ancient ocean and discover the incredible power of Earth's geological history. Long before the Alps rose to dominate the European landscape, a vast ocean stretched across the region, its waters teeming with life and its depths hiding secrets of a world long lost to time. The Alpine Ocean began to form hundreds of millions of years ago, during a period when Earth's continents were in motion, drifting and colliding in a slow but relentless dance. At the heart of this transformation was the movement of tectonic plates, massive slabs of the Earth's crust that float on the molten mantle below. As these plates shifted, they created a series of basins and ridges, eventually giving rise to the Alpine Ocean. This body of water wasn't just a simple sea, it was a complex ecosystem, home to a diverse array of marine life, from microscopic plankton to massive marine reptiles. The unique geography of the Alpine Ocean played a crucial role in its development. Surrounded by landmasses that acted as natural barriers, the ocean was sheltered from the full force of global currents, creating a stable environment where life could flourish. Warm, shallow waters near the coastlines provided ideal conditions for coral reefs to grow, while deeper areas supported species adapted to colder, darker environments. Over millions of years, sediment from the surrounding land washed into the ocean, settling on the seafloor and gradually building up layers that would later become a geological record of this ancient world. Scientists have pieced together the story of the Alpine Ocean by studying these sedimentary layers, which act like pages in a history book. Each layer contains clues about the environment at the time it was formed, from the types of minerals present to the fossils of creatures that once lived there. For example, the presence of certain types of rock, like limestone, suggests that parts of the ocean were once warm and shallow, while layers of volcanic ash indicate periods of intense geological activity. Fossils found in these layers provide a glimpse into the diverse life forms that called the Alpine Ocean home, from tiny shellfish to large marine predators. But even as the Alpine Ocean thrived, forces were at work that would eventually lead to its collapse. The very tectonic activity that created the ocean also set the stage for its destruction. As the plates continued to move, they began to push against each other with increasing force, causing the ocean floor to buckle and rise. This process, known as subduction, saw one plate sliding beneath another, creating immense pressure and heat that would ultimately transform the landscape. The once stable basin of the Alpine Ocean began to destabilize, foreshadowing the dramatic events that would follow. The story of the Alpine Ocean's birth is a testament to the dynamic nature of our planet, where creation and destruction are two sides of the same coin. It's a reminder that even the most stable environments are subject to change, shaped by forces far beyond our control. As we delve deeper into this ancient world, we'll uncover the events that led to its collapse, exploring the interplay of geology, climate, and time that reshaped an entire region. The collapse of the Alpine Ocean was driven by forces deep within the Earth, where the slow but relentless movement of tectonic plates reshaped the landscape in ways that are almost unimaginable. The collision of continental plates was the catalyst for this transformation, as massive slabs of the Earth's crust pushed against one another with incredible force. Over millions of years, these collisions caused the land to buckle and fold, creating towering mountain ranges where the ocean once lay. This process, known as orogeny, not only raised the Alps but also altered the very structure of the region, draining the Alpine Ocean and leaving behind a dramatically different landscape. Central to this transformation were subduction zones, areas where one tectonic plate slides beneath another. As the African plate moved northward, it collided with the Eurasian plate, forcing the denser oceanic crust of the Alpine Ocean to dive beneath the continental crust. This process generated immense heat and pressure, melting the rock deep below the surface and triggering volcanic activity. The subduction zone became a geological pressure cooker, where the intense forces at play began to destabilize the ocean basin. The once stable floor of the Alpine Ocean started to fracture and sink, creating deep trenches and setting the stage for its eventual collapse. The effects of this tectonic activity were far-reaching. As the plates continued to converge, the pressure built up along the boundaries, causing earthquakes that further reshaped the region. The rising mountains acted as a barrier, cutting off the ocean from its sources of water and isolating it from the global system of currents. Without the influx of fresh water, the Alpine Ocean began to shrink, its waters evaporating or draining into the surrounding basins. This marked the beginning of the end for the once thriving marine ecosystem. Perhaps most fascinating is how these tectonic processes led to the melting of mountains. The heat generated by subduction zones caused the rock deep within the Earth to melt, forming magma chambers that eventually erupted onto the surface through volcanoes. But not all of this molten material reached the surface. Some remained trapped underground, where it slowly cooled and solidified, forming the cores of the Alps. Over time, the immense weight of the mountains caused the underlying rock to deform and flow, a process known as metamorphism. This transformation turned solid rock into a malleable material that could be reshaped by the forces of tectonics, contributing to the dramatic changes in the landscape. Understanding the role of tectonic activity in the collapse of the Alpine Ocean is key to unraveling the mysteries of this ancient event. It's a reminder of the immense power of the Earth's internal forces and their ability to reshape the surface over millions of years. The story of the Alpine Ocean's collapse is not just about destruction, it's also about creation, as the same forces that destroyed the ocean gave rise to the majestic Alps that we see today. As we continue to explore this ancient world, we'll uncover more about the intricate interplay of geology and time that shaped our planet's history. As the tectonic plates reshaped the landscape, another powerful force was at work: climate change. The ancient world was no stranger to dramatic shifts in temperature and weather patterns, and these changes played a pivotal role in the collapse of the Alpine Ocean. During this period, the Earth experienced significant fluctuations in global climate, swinging between extremes of heat and cold. These shifts were driven by natural processes, such as variations in the planet's orbit and the release of greenhouse gases from volcanic activity. One of the key pieces of evidence for these ancient climate changes comes from fossilized plants. By studying the remains of vegetation preserved in the rock record, scientists can reconstruct the environmental conditions of the past. For example, the presence of tropical plant fossils in regions that are now temperate suggests that the climate was once much warmer. Similarly, the discovery of pollen from cold-adapted plants indicates periods of cooling. These findings paint a picture of a world where the climate was far from stable, with dramatic changes influencing the ecosystems of the Alpine Ocean. Ice cores from ancient glaciers provide another window into the past. These cores contain layers of ice that have accumulated over thousands of years, trapping tiny bubbles of air from the atmosphere. By analyzing the chemical composition of these bubbles, researchers can determine the temperature and atmospheric conditions at the time the ice formed. The data from ice cores reveal that the Earth's climate underwent several major cycles of warming and cooling during the time of the Alpine Ocean's collapse. These environmental changes had a profound impact on the region. As temperatures rose and fell, the delicate balance of the Alpine Ocean's ecosystem was disrupted. Warmer periods caused the water to evaporate more quickly, reducing the ocean's size and altering its chemistry. Cooler periods, on the other hand, led to the expansion of glaciers, which locked up vast amounts of water and further drained the ocean. These fluctuations created an unstable environment where many species struggled to survive. The combination of tectonic shifts and climate change created a perfect storm that sealed the fate of the Alpine Ocean. As the mountains rose, they altered the flow of air currents, leading to new weather patterns that further stressed the region. The once thriving marine ecosystem began to collapse, its waters receding and its inhabitants disappearing. The story of the Alpine Ocean's demise is a reminder of the intricate connections between geology and climate, and how changes in one can have far-reaching consequences for the other. Understanding these ancient climate shifts not only helps us reconstruct the past, but also offers valuable insights into the challenges we face today. Just as the Earth's climate has changed in the past, it continues to evolve in response to natural and human-driven factors. By studying the collapse of the Alpine Ocean, we gain a deeper appreciation for the resilience and vulnerability of our planet's ecosystems and the importance of protecting them in the face of ongoing environmental changes. The melting of mountains is a process that defies imagination, yet it is a phenomenon that has shaped the Earth's surface in profound ways. It begins deep beneath the crust, where immense heat and pressure create conditions unlike anything found on the surface. Here, geothermal activity plays a crucial role, as the intense heat generated by the Earth's interior slowly softens solid rock, transforming it into molten magma. This process is not sudden or violent, but rather a gradual, relentless force that reshapes the very fabric of the landscape. Volcanoes are the most visible manifestation of this transformation. When magma rises to the surface, it carves pathways through the rock, creating volcanic vents and fissures. These eruptions are dramatic, spewing molten lava and ash across the land, but they are merely the final stage of a much larger process. Beneath the surface, vast magma chambers act like underground reservoirs, storing molten rock and exerting pressure on the surrounding mountains. Over time, this pressure can cause mountains to weaken and collapse, their once solid structures giving way to the flow of magma. The evidence of this process is etched into the rock formations left behind. Layers of volcanic ash and lava flows provide a record of past eruptions, while the presence of igneous rocks formed from cooled magma tells the story of ancient mountain ranges that once stood tall. One striking example is the presence of granite, a rock that forms when magma cools slowly beneath the surface. Its crystalline structure is a testament to the intense heat and pressure that once existed deep within the earth. The scale of this event is almost beyond comprehension. Entire mountain ranges were reshaped, their peaks melted, and their valleys filled with molten rock. The Alpine Ocean, once a vast expanse of water, was dramatically altered as the mountains surrounding it collapsed and eroded. The surrounding environment bore the brunt of these changes, with ecosystems disrupted and landscapes transformed beyond recognition. Rivers changed their courses, new lakes formed, and the very geography of the region was rewritten. This process also had a profound impact on the global climate. The release of volcanic gases such as carbon dioxide and sulfur dioxide into the atmosphere created feedback loops that influenced weather patterns and temperatures. These changes were not isolated. They rippled across the planet, affecting everything from ocean currents to the distribution of life. The melting of mountains was not just a local event but a global phenomenon that shaped the course of Earth's history. Understanding this process offers a glimpse into the incredible power of the Earth's interior and the forces that drive its evolution. It reminds us that the landscape we see today is the result of countless transformations, each one leaving its mark on the planet. The melting of mountains is a testament to the dynamic nature of our world, a reminder that even the most solid and unchanging features are subject to change. By studying these ancient events, we gain a deeper appreciation for the forces that continue to shape our planet today. Sedimentary rocks are like the pages of Earth's history book, each layer capturing a moment in time that tells a story of the past. When it comes to the collapse of the Alpine Ocean, these rocks hold invaluable clues. Over millions of years, sediment from eroded mountains, decaying plant and animal matter, and even volcanic ash settled at the ocean's floor. Layer by layer, these materials were compressed and cemented together, forming the sedimentary rocks we study today. Each layer acts as a snapshot, preserving details about the environment, climate, and events that occurred during its formation. Scientists use these sedimentary layers to reconstruct the timeline of the Alpine Ocean's collapse. By examining the composition of the rocks, they can determine what conditions were like at the time. For instance, layers rich in marine fossils indicate periods when the ocean teemed with life, while deposits of volcanic ash suggest eruptions that may have disrupted the ecosystem. The size and type of sediment grains also provide clues. Coarser grains often point to powerful currents or flooding events, while finer grains suggest calm, deep water environments. Together, these details paint a vivid picture of the ocean's rise and fall. One particularly revealing aspect of sedimentary rocks is their ability to record abrupt changes. In the layers corresponding to the Alpine Ocean's collapse, scientists have found evidence of sudden shifts in sediment type and fossil content. These changes suggest dramatic events, such as massive landslides or volcanic eruptions, that would have drastically altered the landscape. By analyzing these abrupt transitions, researchers can piece together the sequence of events that led to the ocean's demise. The study of sedimentary rocks also extends beyond the Alpine Ocean itself. By comparing these layers with sedimentary records from other parts of the world, scientists can identify global patterns and connections. For example, evidence of climate change or tectonic activity in one region might align with similar changes elsewhere, revealing how Earth systems are interconnected. This global perspective helps us understand not just the collapse of the Alpine Ocean, but the broader forces that shape our planet. Perhaps one of the most fascinating aspects of sedimentary research is its ability to uncover ancient ecosystems. Fossils preserved within these rocks offer a glimpse into the life that once thrived in and around the Alpine Ocean. From microscopic plankton to large marine reptiles, these fossils provide insights into the diversity and complexity of ancient ecosystems. They also reveal how these ecosystems responded to environmental changes, offering lessons for understanding modern biodiversity and resilience. The implications of this research are far-reaching. By studying sedimentary rocks, scientists gain a deeper understanding of Earth's geological history and the processes that drive its evolution. This knowledge is not just about the past, it also informs our understanding of the present and future. For instance, by learning how ancient ecosystems responded to climate change, we can better predict how modern ecosystems might be affected by current environmental shifts. The layers of sedimentary rock are more than just a record of the past, they are a guide to understanding the dynamic and ever-changing nature of our planet. Fossils are more than just remnants of ancient life, they are windows into a world that existed millions of years ago, offering us a glimpse of the vibrant ecosystem that once thrived in the Alpine Ocean. Among the most common fossils found in this region are those of marine organisms like ammonites, whose spiral shells are preserved with remarkable detail. These creatures, known for their ability to swiftly navigate the ancient seas, tell us about the ocean's dynamic environment and the conditions that supported such diverse life. Their fossilized remains are often found in layers of sedimentary rock, where they provide critical clues about water temperature, depth, and nutrient availability. Equally fascinating are the fossils of marine reptiles such as ichthyosaurs and plesiosaurs. These apex predators ruled the Alpine Ocean, their streamlined bodies and powerful jaws adapted for hunting in its waters. Ichthyosaurs, with their dolphin-like appearance, were fast swimmers, while plesiosaurs used their long necks to ambush prey. The discovery of these fossils not only highlights the complexity of the ocean's food web, but also reveals how life adapted to fill specific niches. For instance, some plesiosaurs evolved to thrive in deeper waters, while others preferred the shallows, showcasing the diversity of habitats within the ocean. Microscopic fossils, such as those of foraminifera, also play a crucial role in reconstructing the Alpine Ocean's history. These tiny, single-celled organisms were abundant in the ancient seas, and their shells accumulate in vast numbers on the ocean floor. By studying their chemical composition, scientists can infer past climate conditions, such as temperatures and carbon dioxide levels. Foraminifera fossils often show abrupt changes in their populations, indicating periods of environmental stress that may have contributed to the ocean's collapse. Plant fossils, too, offer valuable insights. Remains of ancient algae and seagrasses reveal the presence of shallow, sunlit areas where photosynthesis thrived. These plants formed the foundation of the ocean's food chain, supporting a wide range of marine life. In some regions, fossilized mangrove roots have been discovered, suggesting coastal environments that provided shelter for fish and other creatures. Together, these plant fossils paint a picture of a lush, productive ecosystem that was abruptly disrupted. One of the most intriguing discoveries is the presence of bioluminescent organisms in the fossil record. Certain marine creatures, like ancient jellyfish, may have evolved the ability to produce light, a trait that would have helped them navigate the ocean's depths or attract prey. These adaptations hint at the challenges and opportunities presented by the alpine ocean's environment, shedding light on the evolutionary pressures that shaped its inhabitants. The fossil record also captures moments of sudden crisis. In some layers, scientists have found evidence of mass mortality events, where entire communities of marine life were wiped out. These events, often marked by dense accumulations of fossils, coincide with periods of volcanic activity or drastic climate shifts. They serve as stark reminders of the fragility of even the most resilient ecosystems and the profound impact of environmental change. By piecing together these fossilized clues, scientists can reconstruct the alpine ocean's ecosystem in astonishing detail. From the tiniest plankton to the largest predators, each fossil tells a story of adaptation, survival, and ultimately extinction. These ancient life forms not only enrich our understanding of the past, but also offer valuable lessons for the present. By studying how life responded to environmental changes millions of years ago, we can better prepare for the challenges facing our planet today. The fossils of the alpine ocean are more than relics. They are a testament to the enduring power of life and the forces that shape its destiny. Erosion is a powerful sculptor, reshaping the Earth's surface with the patient persistence of time. After the collapse of the alpine ocean, the forces of wind, water, and ice began their relentless work, transforming the remnants of this ancient seascape into the rugged terrain we see today. Water, perhaps the most influential agent of erosion, carved deep valleys and gorges as it flowed from the melting glaciers of the surrounding mountains. These rivers carried vast amounts of sediment, depositing it in layers that would later become the rock formations studied by geologists. The force of rushing water was so immense that it not only smoothed the edges of jagged peaks, but also revealed hidden layers of the Earth's crust, exposing clues about the region's tumultuous past. Wind, too, played a significant role. In areas where vegetation was sparse, the relentless gusts carried fine particles of sand and silt, grinding away at exposed rock surfaces. Over millennia, this process created striking features like natural arches and hoodoos, their shapes a testament to the persistent power of erosion. Wind also redistributed sediment across vast distances, creating dunes and loess deposits that tell stories of ancient climates and weather patterns. These wind-driven processes continue today, slowly but surely reshaping the landscape in ways that can be measured and studied. Ice, in the form of glaciers, was another formidable force. During periods of glaciation, massive sheets of ice advanced across the region, scouring the land beneath them. Glaciers acted like colossal bulldozers, plucking large boulders and grinding them into fine till as they moved. The weight and movement of ice carved out U-shaped valleys and left behind moraines, ridges of debris that marked their furthest advances. As the glaciers retreated, they deposited this material in new locations, creating features like drumlins and eskers that provide valuable insights into the region's glacial history. Even today, smaller glaciers and snowfields in the Alps continue to shape the landscape, their meltwater feeding rivers that carry on the work of erosion. But erosion is not just a process of destruction, it is also a key to understanding the past. The layers of sediment left behind by wind, water, and ice act as a geological archive, preserving evidence of the alpine ocean's collapse and the events that followed. By studying these layers, scientists can piece together a timeline of how the landscape evolved, identifying periods of intense erosion and deposition. For example, sudden changes in sediment composition may indicate significant environmental shifts, such as the onset of glaciation or the retreat of ancient seas. Fossils found within these layers add another layer of detail, revealing how life adapted to the changing conditions. The ongoing effects of erosion also provide a living laboratory for scientists. By observing how modern processes like river flow and glacier movement shape the land, researchers can better interpret the ancient records preserved in rock. Technologies like satellite imagery and LiDAR allow them to map erosion patterns with unprecedented precision, revealing subtle changes in the landscape that might otherwise go unnoticed. These tools not only enhance our understanding of the past but also help predict how future changes, such as those driven by climate change, might affect the region. What makes erosion so fascinating is its duality. It is both a destructive and creative force. While it wears away mountains and redraws coastlines, it also uncovers the stories hidden within the earth, offering us a glimpse into the dynamic processes that have shaped our planet. The landscapes formed by erosion are a testament to the interplay between time, climate, and geology, reminding us that the Earth is a place of constant transformation. As we study the effects of erosion in the Alpine region, we are not just looking at the past, we are witnessing the ongoing evolution of our world. The collapse of the Alpine Ocean was not just a regional event, it sent ripples across the planet, reshaping Earth's geography in profound ways. One of the most dramatic outcomes was the birth of new mountain ranges. As tectonic plates continued to collide, the immense pressure pushed the Earth's crust upward, forming towering peaks that would define the landscape for millions of years. The Alps, the Carpathians, and the Pyrenees all owe their existence to these tectonic forces, their jagged summits a testament to the power of geological upheaval. These mountains didn't just alter the local terrain, they influenced weather patterns and created barriers that redirected wind and moisture, affecting climates far beyond their immediate vicinity. The reshaping of the land also gave rise to new river systems. As the mountains rose, they channeled rainfall and melting snow into vast networks of rivers and streams. These waterways carved deep valleys and transported sediment across continents, depositing rich soils that would later support diverse ecosystems. Rivers like the Rhine and the Rhone trace their origins to this period, their courses shaped by the dramatic changes in the landscape. Over time, these river systems became lifelines for plants, animals, and eventually humans, fostering the growth of civilizations in their fertile basins. The collapse of the Alpine Ocean also had a profound impact on ocean currents. The shifting geography altered the flow of water between the Atlantic and the Mediterranean, creating new circulation patterns that influenced global climates. These changes affected everything from marine life to weather systems, with far-reaching consequences for ecosystems around the world. For example, the redistribution of warm and cold water currents may have played a role in shaping the climate of Europe, making it warmer and wetter than it would have been otherwise. On a broader scale, the event triggered a cascade of environmental changes. The formation of new mountain ranges altered wind patterns, creating rain shadows that transformed lush regions into arid landscapes. Meanwhile, the redistribution of water and sediment influenced the evolution of coastal ecosystems, from sandy beaches to tidal marshes. These changes didn't happen overnight, they unfolded over millennia, gradually reshaping the planet into the world we recognize today. The long-term consequences of the Alpine Ocean's collapse are still felt in modern ecosystems. The mountains that rose from its destruction are hotspots of biodiversity, home to species that have adapted to life in high-altitude environments. The rivers that flow from their peaks sustain millions of people, providing water, food, and transportation. Even the ocean currents that were reshaped by this event continue to influence global weather patterns, driving phenomena like the Gulf Stream and the Mediterranean's unique climate. Perhaps most importantly, the collapse of the Alpine Ocean serves as a reminder of the interconnectedness of Earth's systems. A single geological event can set off a chain reaction that reshapes the planet, influencing everything from the climate to the distribution of life. By studying this ancient event, scientists gain insights into how Earth's systems work, helping them predict how future changes, whether natural or human-induced, might affect the world. The story of the Alpine Ocean is not just a tale of destruction. It's a testament to the resilience and adaptability of our planet. Modern scientists use a variety of cutting-edge tools to piece together the story of the Alpine Ocean's collapse, uncovering secrets hidden deep within the Earth's crust. Satellite imaging has revolutionized this field, allowing researchers to map the topography of ancient landscapes with incredible precision. From high above, satellites can detect subtle variations in elevation and rock composition, revealing the contours of long-vanished ocean floors and the remnants of ancient mountain ranges. These images provide a bird's-eye view of the geological forces that shape the region, helping scientists trace the movements of tectonic plates and the pathways of ancient rivers. Seismic surveys are another powerful tool in this quest for knowledge. By sending sound waves deep into the Earth and measuring how they bounce back, scientists can create detailed maps of the subsurface. This technique has uncovered layers of rock that were once part of the Alpine Ocean's floor, now buried beneath miles of sediment. These surveys have also revealed the presence of ancient fault lines and magma chambers, shedding light on the tectonic activity that led to the ocean's collapse. The data collected from these surveys is like a time machine, offering glimpses into the Earth's distant past. One of the most exciting discoveries in recent years has been the identification of ancient marine fossils in unexpected places. These fossils, preserved in layers of sedimentary rock, provide crucial evidence of the Alpine Ocean's existence and the life it supported. By studying the types of organisms that lived there, scientists can infer the environmental conditions of the time, everything from water temperature to salinity. These fossils also help researchers understand how life adapted to the dramatic changes brought about by the ocean's collapse, offering insights into the resilience of ecosystems in the face of upheaval. Another breakthrough has come from the study of mineral deposits. Certain minerals, such as gypsum and halite, form in specific environmental conditions, often leaving behind clues about the climate and water chemistry of the past. By analyzing these deposits, scientists have uncovered evidence of periods of extreme drought and flooding, providing a more complete picture of the events that led to the Alpine Ocean's demise. These findings have reshaped our understanding of ancient climate change and its role in geological history. Advances in computer modeling have also played a key role in this research. By simulating the movements of tectonic plates and the flow of magma beneath the Earth's surface, scientists can test different theories about how the Alpine Ocean collapsed. These models allow researchers to explore scenarios that would be impossible to observe in real life, helping them refine their understanding of the processes at work. The combination of field observations, laboratory experiments, and computer simulations has created a powerful toolkit for unraveling the mysteries of the past. Perhaps one of the most surprising discoveries has been the extent to which the Alpine Ocean's collapse influenced the evolution of life on Earth. The upheaval created new habitats and ecological niches, driving the diversification of species in the region. Some of the plants and animals that thrive in the Alps today can trace their origins back to this period of dramatic change, highlighting the long-term impact of the ocean's collapse. By studying these living descendants, scientists can gain insights into how life responds to environmental challenges, offering lessons for the future. The ongoing research into the Alpine Ocean's collapse is a testament to the power of modern science. By combining advanced technologies with traditional fieldwork, scientists are uncovering clues that bring this ancient event to life. Each new discovery adds another piece to the puzzle, helping us understand the forces that shape our planet. As we continue to explore the remnants of the Alpine Ocean, we not only learn about the past but also gain valuable insights that can guide us in addressing the geological and environmental challenges of today. The collapse of the Alpine Ocean remains one of geology's most fascinating puzzles, with scientists proposing several compelling theories to explain this monumental event. One leading hypothesis centers on the immense tectonic forces at play. As the African and Eurasian plates collided, the resulting pressure caused the Earth's crust to buckle and fold, creating towering mountain ranges like the Alps. This collision not only reshaped the landscape but also disrupted the ocean's stability. Subduction zones where one plate slid beneath another may have triggered volcanic activity, releasing massive amounts of magma that destabilized the region. Evidence for this theory comes from volcanic rocks and ancient lava flows found in the Alps, which suggest intense geothermal activity during that time. Another theory points to dramatic climate shifts as a key driver of the ocean's collapse. During this period, the Earth experienced significant changes in temperature and weather patterns, which may have altered the balance of the ecosystem. Rising global temperatures could have melted ice sheets, leading to rising sea levels that inundated coastal areas. At the same time, prolonged droughts may have reduced the flow of freshwater into the ocean, disrupting its delicate chemistry. Fossilized plants and pollen grains found in sedimentary layers provide clues about these environmental changes, showing how the region's climate fluctuated over millions of years. Some researchers propose that a combination of factors, tectonic shifts, climate change, and volcanic activity, worked in tandem to bring about the ocean's collapse. This multifaceted theory suggests that no single event was solely responsible. Instead, a cascade of interconnected processes gradually weakened the ocean's stability until it reached a tipping point. For example, volcanic eruptions could have released greenhouse gases, accelerating climate change and further destabilizing the region. This idea is supported by layers of ash and carbon deposits found in rock formations, which indicate periods of intense volcanic activity coinciding with environmental upheaval. Scientists have also explored the role of erosion in the ocean's demise. As mountains rose, they were subjected to relentless erosion by wind, water, and ice. Over time, this process wore down the peaks, creating vast amounts of sediment that were carried into the ocean. This influx of sediment could have altered the ocean's depth and chemistry, making it inhospitable to the life forms that once thrived there. Sedimentary rock layers in the Alps show evidence of this process, with thick deposits of sand and silt that suggest a massive influx of material. Despite these theories, many questions remain unanswered. For instance, why did the collapse occur so rapidly in geological terms? What role did deep-sea currents play in the ocean's demise? How did life in the region adapt to such dramatic changes? Ongoing research continues to explore these questions, with scientists using advanced technologies like computer modeling and isotope analysis to uncover new clues. Each discovery brings us closer to understanding the complex forces that shaped this ancient ocean and its ultimate collapse. As debates continue, one thing is clear: the story of the Alpine Ocean is a reminder of the Earth's ever-changing nature and the intricate interplay of geological and environmental processes. Beneath the surface of the ancient Alps, hidden forces were at work: magma chambers that played a critical role in the melting of mountains. These chambers formed deep within the Earth's crust as molten rock pooled in pockets, gradually expanding over time. The immense heat and pressure within these chambers weaken the surrounding rock, creating pathways for magma to rise. As tectonic plates collided, the stress on the crust caused these chambers to grow even larger, eventually reaching a breaking point. When the pressure became too great, the magma erupted violently, triggering massive geological changes. Evidence of this process can be seen in the volcanic rocks scattered throughout the Alps, which bear the marks of intense heat and rapid cooling. The formation of magma chambers was closely tied to the subduction zones created by the collision of the African and Eurasian plates. As one plate slid beneath the other, it plunged into the Earth's mantle where it began to melt. This molten material then rose through cracks and fissures, accumulating in chambers beneath the mountains. Over millions of years, these chambers grew larger, their contents becoming increasingly volatile. The magma's heat caused the overlying rock to weaken and fracture, setting the stage for future eruptions. Geologists have studied these processes by analyzing the chemical composition of volcanic rocks, which reveal clues about the temperature, pressure, and movement of magma during this period. One of the most striking pieces of evidence comes from the presence of intrusive igneous rocks, such as granite, found in the Alps. These rocks formed when magma cooled slowly beneath the surface, solidifying into dense, crystalline structures. By studying these formations, scientists can reconstruct the size and shape of ancient magma chambers, as well as the pathways the magma took as it moved through the crust. Additionally, layers of volcanic ash and lava flows found in the region provide a timeline of eruptions, showing how the release of magma contributed to the melting of mountains. These eruptions not only reshaped the landscape but also released gases that altered the atmosphere, further influencing the region's climate. The expansion and eventual collapse of magma chambers had a cascading effect on the Alpine Ocean. As magma erupted, it released massive amounts of energy, causing the ground to shake and the mountains to crumble. This process, known as volcanic collapse, created vast amounts of debris that were carried into the ocean by rivers and landslides. The sudden influx of sediment disrupted the ocean's ecosystem, burying ancient marine life and altering its chemistry. In some areas, the weight of the debris caused the seafloor to sink, further reshaping the region's geography. Today, the remnants of these events can be seen in the layers of sedimentary rock that record the ocean's final days. Understanding the role of magma chambers in the collapse of the Alpine Ocean provides valuable insights into the Earth's dynamic processes. These chambers are not just relics of the past, they continue to shape our planet today. Around the world, active magma chambers drive volcanic activity, creating new landforms and influencing climate patterns. By studying the ancient magma chambers of the Alps, scientists can better predict the behavior of modern volcanoes and their potential impacts on the environment. This research also highlights the interconnectedness of geological and biological systems, showing how the movement of molten rock can transform entire ecosystems and leave a lasting legacy on the Earth's surface. The timeline of the Alpine Ocean's collapse stretches across tens of millions of years, a story written in the rocks and sediments of the Alps. It begins around 200 million years ago, when the supercontinent Pangaea started to break apart, creating the conditions for the ocean's formation. As the continents drifted, the Tethys Sea expanded, giving rise to the Alpine Ocean sometime around 150 million years ago. This vast body of water thrived for millions of years, home to diverse marine life and surrounded by lush coastal environments. But the seeds of its destruction were already being sown. Around 90 million years ago, the African and Eurasian plates began their slow but inevitable collision, setting off a chain of events that would ultimately lead to the ocean's demise. The first major shift occurred around 60 million years ago, as the pressure from the colliding plates caused the Earth's crust to buckle and fold. This process, known as orogeny, gave rise to the early stages of the Alps, creating a mountain range that began to alter the region's geography dramatically. Around 40 million years ago, the subduction of the African plate beneath the Eurasian plate intensified, leading to the formation of magma chambers deep beneath the surface. These chambers began to destabilize the overlying mountains, generating volcanic activity and seismic events that shook the region. By 30 million years ago, the Alpine Ocean was shrinking rapidly as sediment from the eroding mountains filled its basins, and volcanic eruptions released gases that further altered the climate. The final stages of collapse unfolded over the next 10 million years, culminating in the complete disappearance of the Alpine Ocean around 20 million years ago. During this period, the magma chambers beneath the mountains reached their breaking point, triggering massive eruptions that released lava and ash across the landscape. The weight of the accumulating sediment caused the seafloor to sink, while the rising mountain range blocked the flow of water, effectively sealing the ocean's fate. Geologists have pieced together this timeline using a combination of radiometric dating, which measures the decay of radioactive elements in rocks, and biostratigraphy, which uses fossilized remains to determine the age of sedimentary layers. For example, the presence of certain marine microfossils in sediment layers provides a clear marker of when the ocean was still present, while volcanic ash deposits help date the timing of eruptions. One of the most remarkable aspects of this timeline is how closely it aligns with other global events. Around 30 million years ago, the Earth experienced a period of global cooling, which likely accelerated the collapse of the Alpine Ocean. As glaciers formed and sea levels dropped, the ocean's basins became more isolated, hastening their decline. This connection between tectonic activity and climate change highlights the complex interplay of forces that shaped our planet's history. By studying the Alpine Ocean's collapse, scientists gain valuable insights into how geological and environmental processes can influence each other, offering lessons that remain relevant as we grapple with modern climate challenges. The story of the Alpine Ocean is not just a tale of ancient destruction, it's a window into the dynamic processes that continue to shape our world today. The aftermath of the Alpine Ocean's collapse was a time of profound transformation, reshaping the region in ways that would leave a lasting mark on Earth's history. As the ocean disappeared, vast sediment deposits filled the basins, creating new landforms that became the foundation for the Alps as we know them today. Rivers carved their way through the emerging landscape, carrying eroded material from the rising mountains and depositing it in valleys, forming fertile plains that would later support diverse ecosystems. The volcanic activity that accompanied the collapse also left its mark, with layers of ash and lava enriching the soil and creating unique geological features like basalt columns and craters. In this new environment, life faced significant challenges but also opportunities for adaptation. Marine species that once thrived in the Alpine Ocean either migrated to other bodies of water or went extinct, unable to survive in the drastically altered conditions. However, the newly formed land provided a blank slate for terrestrial life to flourish. Plants began to colonize the nutrient-rich soil, gradually creating forests and meadows that attracted a variety of animals. Over time, these ecosystems became increasingly complex, with species evolving to fill niches in the changing landscape. For example, fossils from this period reveal the emergence of early mammals and birds that adapted to the cooler, drier climate that followed the ocean's collapse. The long-term effects on biodiversity were profound. The disappearance of the Alpine Ocean led to the fragmentation of habitats, isolating populations and driving the evolution of new species. This period marked a significant turning point in the history of life on Earth, as it set the stage for the diversification of mammals and other groups that would dominate the planet in the millennia to come. The lessons from this event are particularly relevant today, as we observe similar patterns of habitat loss and species extinction driven by human activity. By studying how life adapted to the collapse of the Alpine Ocean, scientists gain valuable insights into the resilience of ecosystems and the potential for recovery after major environmental upheavals. Understanding this chapter of Earth's history also highlights the interconnectedness of geological and biological processes. The formation of the Alps not only shaped the physical landscape, but also influenced global climate patterns, altering temperatures and precipitation levels across the planet. These changes, in turn, affected the distribution of species and the evolution of life. The collapse of the Alpine Ocean serves as a reminder of the dynamic nature of our planet, where every event, no matter how distant in the past, has ripple effects that extend far beyond its immediate impact. By studying these ancient changes, we can better appreciate the delicate balance that sustains life on Earth and the long-term consequences of altering that balance. The collapse of the Alpine Ocean isn't just a story from the distant past, it's a window into the forces that continue to shape our planet today. By studying this ancient event, geologists gain critical insights into modern geological processes, from the movement of tectonic plates to the impacts of climate change. One of the most striking parallels is the role of subduction zones, where one tectonic plate slides beneath another. These zones were instrumental in the collapse of the Alpine Ocean, and they remain active today, driving earthquakes and volcanic eruptions in places like the Pacific Ring of Fire. Understanding how these zones functioned millions of years ago helps scientists predict and prepare for similar events in the present. Climate change is another area where the lessons of the Alpine Ocean resonate deeply. Just as shifts in ancient climate patterns contributed to the ocean's collapse, human-induced climate change is altering environments worldwide today. The evidence from fossilized plants and ice cores reveals how even subtle changes in temperature and precipitation can have cascading effects on ecosystems. This historical perspective underscores the urgency of addressing modern climate challenges, as the past shows us how quickly and dramatically Earth systems can transform. Natural disasters, too, find their roots in the geological processes that shaped the Alpine Ocean. The melting of mountains and the resulting volcanic activity were driven by immense pressure and heat, similar to the forces that trigger eruptions and landslides today. By examining the remnants of these ancient events, scientists can better understand the mechanics of such disasters and improve strategies for mitigating their impact. For example, the study of magma chambers beneath the Alps provides valuable data on how molten rock behaves under pressure, informing hazard assessments in volcanic regions worldwide. The broader importance of this research lies in its ability to help us anticipate future changes. By reconstructing the timeline of the Alpine Ocean's collapse, scientists can identify patterns and triggers that may signal impending geological or environmental shifts. This knowledge is particularly crucial as we face increasing threats from rising sea levels, extreme weather, and tectonic activity. The story of the Alpine Ocean reminds us that Earth systems are interconnected and dynamic, and that understanding the past is key to safeguarding the future. Through continued exploration and analysis, we can harness the lessons of ancient events to navigate the challenges of our ever-changing planet. Despite decades of research, the collapse of the Alpine Ocean remains shrouded in mystery, with significant gaps in the geological record leaving many questions unanswered. One of the biggest challenges scientists face is the sheer scale of time involved. The events unfolded over millions of years, and much of the evidence has been eroded, buried or transformed. Sedimentary layers, which are crucial for reconstructing ancient environments, are often incomplete or fragmented, making it difficult to piece together a coherent timeline. In some regions, entire sections of rock are missing, creating blind spots in our understanding of the ocean's demise. These gaps aren't just minor obstacles, they're critical missing pieces of a puzzle that could reveal how and why such a massive geological transformation occurred. Another issue lies in the complexity of the processes involved. The collapse of the Alpine Ocean wasn't caused by a single event, but by a series of interconnected phenomena, including tectonic shifts, climate changes, and volcanic activity. Each of these factors left its mark on the geological record, but disentangling their individual contributions is no easy task. For example, while scientists can identify evidence of ancient volcanic eruptions, determining whether they were a cause or a consequence of the ocean's collapse requires meticulous analysis. This complexity is further compounded by the fact that geological processes often operate on timescales far beyond human experience, making it challenging to reconstruct the sequence of events with precision. Technological limitations also play a role in the mystery. While advancements in tools like satellite imaging and seismic surveys have revolutionized geology, they still have their limits. Some features of the ancient landscape are too deeply buried or too subtle to detect with current methods. Additionally, dating techniques, while highly accurate, can sometimes yield conflicting results, especially when dealing with rocks that have been metamorphosed or altered over time. These challenges highlight the need for continued innovation in geological research, as new technologies could unlock secrets that have remained hidden for millions of years. Despite these obstacles, scientists are making progress through a combination of creativity and perseverance. One approach involves studying analogous environments in the modern world, such as regions where tectonic plates are colliding or where volcanic activity is reshaping the landscape. By observing these processes in real time, researchers can develop models that help them interpret the ancient evidence. Another strategy is to focus on micro-scale details, such as the mineral composition of rocks or the isotopic signatures of fossils, which can provide clues about the conditions that prevailed during the Alpine Ocean's collapse. These methods, while time-consuming, are gradually filling in the gaps and shedding light on this enigmatic event. The mystery of the missing evidence is also a reminder of the dynamic nature of Earth's geological history. The planet's surface is constantly changing, with mountains rising, oceans forming, and landscapes eroding. What we see today is just a snapshot of a much larger, ever-evolving story. By striving to understand the Alpine Ocean's collapse, scientists aren't just piecing together the past, they're gaining insights into the fundamental processes that shape our world. And while many questions remain unanswered, each new discovery brings us closer to unraveling the secrets of this ancient event, reminding us that even in the face of uncertainty, the pursuit of knowledge is a journey worth taking. The story of the Alpine Ocean's collapse is inseparable from the relentless dance of Earth's tectonic plates. These massive slabs of the planet's crust, constantly shifting and colliding, were the architects of the ocean's rise and fall. In its early days, the Alpine Ocean formed as a result of plates pulling apart, creating a vast basin where water could gather. But this stability was short-lived. The movement of plates, driven by the immense heat of the planet's interior, eventually brought continents together in a colossal collision. This convergence didn't just change the landscape, it transformed everything. The force of these plates grinding against one another pushed up towering mountain ranges, while subduction zones where one plate slid beneath another sank parts of the ocean floor into the Earth's mantle. This process didn't just alter the physical map, it set off a chain reaction of geological upheavals. Plate tectonics didn't stop at reshaping the land. The pressure and friction generated by these moving plates triggered volcanic activity, releasing vast amounts of magma that further disrupted the region. Mountains that once stood tall began to melt under the intense heat and pressure. Their solid rock transformed into molten material that flowed across the landscape. This wasn't a sudden event but a slow, relentless process that unfolded over millions of years, reshaping the Alpine Ocean and the continents around it. Even today, the evidence of these tectonic forces is written in the rock's folded layers, fault lines, and volcanic remnants that tell the story of a world in constant motion. But the impact of plate tectonics extends far beyond the collapse of the Alpine Ocean. It's a process that continues to shape our planet, driving earthquakes, creating new mountain ranges, and even influencing climate patterns. The movement of plates can open and close ocean basins, redirect ocean currents, and alter weather systems on a global scale. For example, the formation of the Himalayas, a direct result of tectonic collision, has had profound effects on the Asian monsoon system, influencing rainfall patterns across the continent. Similarly, the creation of the Andes in South America has shaped the climate of the entire Pacific region. These examples highlight just how interconnected Earth systems are and how the movement of plates can ripple through the environment in unexpected ways. Understanding the role of plate tectonics in the Alpine Ocean's collapse also offers insights into the future of our planet. The same forces that destroyed this ancient ocean are still at work today, shaping the world we live in. The ongoing collision of the Indian and Eurasian plates, for instance, continues to push the Himalayas higher, while subduction zones around the Pacific Ring of Fire drive volcanic eruptions and earthquakes. By studying these processes, scientists can better predict geological events and understand their potential impacts. This knowledge isn't just academic, it's crucial for preparing for natural disasters and mitigating their effects on human populations. The story of the Alpine Ocean reminds us that Earth is a dynamic, ever-changing planet. The movement of tectonic plates, while often imperceptible to us, is a powerful force that shapes the world in profound ways. From the collapse of ancient oceans to the formation of modern mountain ranges, these processes are a testament to the planet's incredible capacity for transformation. By exploring the role of plate tectonics in the Alpine Ocean's demise, we gain not only a deeper understanding of Earth's history, but also a clearer picture of its future, a future that is still being written by the relentless motion of its plates. The story of the Alpine Ocean isn't just a tale of ancient geology, it's deeply intertwined with the human journey. Geological events like the collapse of the Alpine Ocean have shaped not only the physical world but also the course of human history. For instance, the formation of new mountain ranges and the shifting of landscapes influenced migration routes, forcing early humans to adapt and find new paths. These changes created barriers and opportunities, pushing communities to settle in fertile valleys or along river systems that emerged from the altered terrain. In essence, the collapse of the Alpine Ocean didn't just reshape the Earth, it reshaped the destiny of humanity. The connection between geology and human civilization goes even deeper. The resources left behind by these ancient events, minerals, fertile soils, and water sources became the foundation of early societies. Think of how the Nile River Valley or the fertile plains of Mesopotamia supported the rise of agriculture and the first great civilizations. Similarly, the geological remnants of the Alpine Ocean likely provided resources that sustained human life and sparked innovation. The mountains formed from its collapse could have been sources of precious metals, while the sediments deposited by its waters created rich soils for farming. These resources didn't just sustain life, they enabled progress, allowing communities to flourish and develop complex cultures. Geological events also played a role in shaping human culture and mythology. Ancient peoples often interpreted dramatic changes in the landscape through stories and legends. Mountains rising or sinking, rivers changing course, and lands disappearing beneath the sea became part of oral traditions passed down through generations. The collapse of the Alpine Ocean, with its dramatic shifts and transformations, likely inspired similar tales. These stories, whether myth or memory, reflect a deep human connection to the Earth and its history. They remind us that our ancestors were not just passive observers of geological events, but active participants in a world shaped by immense natural forces. Understanding this connection isn't just about looking back, it's about looking forward. The same geological processes that shaped the Alpine Ocean and influenced human history are still at work today. Earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, and shifting landscapes continue to impact where and how we live. By studying the collapse of the Alpine Ocean, we gain insights into how these forces operate and how they might affect us in the future. This knowledge is crucial for planning and resilience, helping us build societies that can adapt to a changing planet. It's a reminder that our future is tied to the Earth's past and that understanding geology is key to navigating the challenges ahead. The story of the Alpine Ocean is ultimately a human story. It's about how we are shaped by the world around us and how we, in turn, shape that world. By exploring this ancient event, we connect with the long history of our planet and our place within it. It's a story that invites us to reflect on our relationship with the Earth and to consider how we can live in harmony with the powerful forces that define our world. Whether through the lens of science, history, or culture, the collapse of the Alpine Ocean reminds us that we are part of something much larger, a dynamic, ever-changing planet that continues to shape our lives in profound ways. The future of geological research holds immense promise for unraveling the mysteries of the Alpine Ocean's collapse. Emerging technologies are revolutionizing how scientists study ancient events, offering tools that were unimaginable just a few decades ago. For instance, advanced satellite imaging now allows researchers to map geological features with incredible precision, revealing patterns and structures hidden beneath the Earth's surface. These high-resolution images provide a bird's-eye view of the landscape, helping scientists identify key areas for further study and uncover clues about the processes that shaped the Alpine Ocean. Another groundbreaking development is the use of seismic surveys to probe deep into the Earth's crust. By analyzing how seismic waves travel through different rock layers, researchers can piece together the subsurface geometry of ancient mountain ranges and oceanic basins. This technique has already shed light on the tectonic forces that caused the Alpine Ocean's collapse, and ongoing improvements in seismic technology promise even greater insights. Imagine being able to peer into the Earth's depths and reconstruct the movements of massive tectonic plates with unprecedented accuracy. This is the future of geology. The integration of artificial intelligence into geological research is also transforming the field. Machine learning algorithms can process vast amounts of data, identifying patterns and correlations that might elude human researchers. For example, AI can analyze fossil records, sedimentary layers, and mineral compositions to reconstruct ancient environments and ecosystems. These tools not only speed up research, but also open up new avenues for discovery by revealing connections that were previously overlooked. The marriage of geology and technology is pushing the boundaries of what we know about Earth's history. New dating methods are another area of rapid advancement. Techniques like uranium lead dating and cosmogenic nuclide analysis are becoming more precise, allowing scientists to pinpoint the timing of geological events with remarkable accuracy. By refining the timeline of the Alpine Ocean's collapse, researchers can better understand the sequence of events and the interplay of different forces. This level of detail is crucial for building accurate models of ancient geological processes and predicting how similar events might unfold in the future. Collaboration across disciplines is also shaping the future of geological research. Geologists are working alongside climatologists, biologists, and even computer scientists to tackle complex questions about the Alpine Ocean's collapse. This interdisciplinary approach fosters innovative solutions and a more holistic understanding of Earth systems. For example, combining climate models with geological data can reveal how environmental changes contributed to the ocean's demise, while insights from biology can shed light on how life adapted to these dramatic shifts. Together, these fields are painting a fuller picture of the past and its lessons for the future. Citizen science initiatives are also playing a growing role in advancing geological research. Amateur fossil hunters and rock enthusiasts are contributing valuable data by collecting samples and documenting geological features. Platforms like online databases and mobile apps make it easier than ever for the public to participate in scientific discovery. These efforts not only expand the scope of research but also foster a deeper appreciation for Earth's history among the general public. Imagine the excitement of discovering a fossil or rock formation that could hold the key to understanding the Alpine Ocean's collapse. This is the power of citizen science. As we look to the future, the study of the Alpine Ocean's collapse continues to inspire new questions and approaches. Researchers are exploring the role of magma chambers, the influence of climate feedback loops, and the global impact of this ancient event. Each discovery not only deepens our understanding of Earth's history, but also informs our response to contemporary challenges like climate change and natural disasters. The lessons learned from the Alpine Ocean remind us that the Earth is a dynamic, ever-evolving system, and that studying its past is essential for navigating its future. The journey of discovery is far from over, and with each new tool and technique, we come closer to uncovering the full story of this remarkable chapter in Earth's history. Climate feedback loops played a crucial role in shaping the dramatic collapse of the Alpine Ocean, creating a chain reaction of environmental and geological changes. These loops occur when an initial climate shift triggers further changes, which then amplify the original event. In the case of the Alpine Ocean, rising global temperatures may have been the spark that set these loops into motion. As the climate warmed, glaciers and ice sheets began to melt, releasing large amounts of freshwater into the ocean. This influx of freshwater disrupted the ocean's salinity and density, altering currents and circulation patterns that had been stable for millions of years. One significant feedback loop involved the release of greenhouse gases trapped in permafrost and ocean sediments. As temperatures rose, these frozen reservoirs began to thaw, releasing methane and carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. These gases, in turn, intensified the greenhouse effect, accelerating the warming trend. This created a vicious cycle where higher temperatures led to more gas release, which then drove temperatures even higher. The impact on the Alpine Ocean was profound, as the warming waters disrupted marine ecosystems and altered the balance of life in the region. Another critical feedback mechanism was the albedo effect, which refers to the Earth's ability to reflect sunlight. In the Alpine region, the melting of ice and snow exposed darker land and water surfaces, which absorbed more heat instead of reflecting it. This further amplified the warming trend, creating a feedback loop that accelerated the collapse of the ocean's ecosystem. The loss of ice also destabilized the surrounding landscape, leading to increased erosion and sedimentation in the ocean basin. The interplay between these climate feedback loops and geological processes created a perfect storm of change. For instance, the warming climate may have influenced tectonic activity by altering the pressure and stress on Earth's crust. This could have triggered volcanic eruptions or earthquakes, which in turn released more greenhouse gases and accelerated the feedback loops. The result was a cascade of events that reshaped the Alpine region, from the melting of mountains to the collapse of the ocean itself. Understanding these feedback loops is not just an academic exercise, it has real-world implications today. Many of the same processes that drove the collapse of the Alpine Ocean are now at work in our modern climate system. By studying these ancient events, scientists can gain valuable insights into the potential impacts of current climate change and develop strategies to mitigate its effects. The story of the Alpine Ocean serves as a powerful reminder of how interconnected Earth systems are and how small changes can lead to dramatic and far-reaching consequences. The legacy of the Alpine Ocean is etched into the very fabric of our planet, leaving behind a story of transformation that continues to shape the world we live in today. Its collapse was not just a single event but a series of interconnected changes that altered the course of Earth's geological and biological history. The once thriving ocean, teeming with life and surrounded by towering mountains, vanished as tectonic forces and climate shifts reshaped the landscape. But its disappearance was not the end, it was the beginning of a new chapter. One of the most profound impacts of the Alpine Ocean's collapse was the creation of new mountain ranges. As the ocean basin closed and continents collided, the immense pressure pushed the Earth's crust upward, forming the Alps and other mountain systems. These towering peaks not only changed the geography of the region, but also influenced global climate patterns by altering wind currents and precipitation. The mountains became barriers that redirected rivers, created new ecosystems, and even influenced the migration of early humans. The collapse also left behind a wealth of sedimentary deposits that tell the story of this ancient world. Layers of rock formed from the silt and sand that once settled on the ocean floor now provide scientists with a window into the past. These deposits contain clues about the ocean's chemistry, the life forms that inhabited it, and the dramatic changes that led to its demise. By studying these rocks, researchers can piece together the timeline of events and better understand the forces that drive Earth's geological processes. But the legacy of the Alpine Ocean extends beyond rocks and mountains. It also shaped the evolution of life on our planet. The collapse disrupted ecosystems, forcing species to adapt or perish. Some marine organisms migrated to new habitats, while others evolved to survive in the changing environment. These adaptations laid the groundwork for the biodiversity we see today, highlighting the resilience of life in the face of upheaval. Even the climate of our modern world bears the fingerprints of the Alpine Ocean's collapse. The formation of new landmasses and the redistribution of water-altered ocean currents and atmospheric circulation, influencing weather patterns across the globe. These changes had cascading effects, shaping everything from the distribution of deserts to the timing of ice ages. The story of the Alpine Ocean reminds us that Earth is a dynamic and ever-changing place. Its collapse was not just a distant event in geological history, it was a pivotal moment that shaped the world we know today. By studying this ancient ocean, we gain insights into the processes that continue to shape our planet, from tectonic shifts to climate change. It's a legacy that challenges us to think about the long-term impacts of our actions and the interconnectedness of all life on Earth. Sometimes, the most significant scientific breakthroughs come not from meticulous planning, but from unexpected moments of luck and curiosity. The story of the Alpine Ocean's collapse is no exception, as some of the most crucial discoveries about this ancient event were made entirely by chance. Take, for example, the story of a geologist hiking through the Alps in the late 1950s. While searching for a specific type of rock formation, he stumbled upon an unusual layer of sediment embedded in a cliff face. This layer, rich in fossilized marine organisms, turned out to be a missing piece of the puzzle, revealing details about the ocean's final days that had eluded researchers for decades. It was a moment of serendipity that reshaped our understanding of this ancient world. Another remarkable discovery occurred when a team of researchers, studying volcanic activity in the region, accidentally drilled into a long-buried magma chamber. Instead of finding the expected volcanic rock, they uncovered a layer of ancient ocean sediment that had been preserved beneath the Earth's surface. This unexpected find provided direct evidence of the ocean's existence and offered new insights into the processes that led to its collapse. It was a reminder that even the most carefully planned scientific endeavors can yield surprises, reshaping our theories in ways we never anticipated. Perhaps one of the most fascinating examples of serendipity in this field came from an amateur fossil hunter exploring a remote valley in the Alps. While searching for trilobites, they discovered a rare fossilized marine reptile, perfectly preserved in layers of sediment. This find not only shed light on the diversity of life in the Alpine Ocean, but also provided clues about the environmental conditions before its collapse. It's a testament to the idea that anyone, regardless of their background, can contribute to our understanding of Earth's history. These stories highlight the unpredictable nature of scientific discovery and the importance of remaining open to the unexpected. While technology and expertise play crucial roles in advancing our knowledge, it's often the unplanned moments, the chance encounters, the accidental finds that lead to the most groundbreaking insights. The study of the Alpine Ocean's collapse is filled with such moments, reminding us that science is not just a methodical process but also a journey full of surprises. And it's through these serendipitous discoveries that we continue to unravel the mysteries of our planet's past. The story of the Alpine Ocean's collapse is not just a tale for scientists. It's a source of inspiration for artists, writers, and filmmakers who seek to bring the drama of Earth's history to life. Consider how the vast expanse of this ancient ocean, its towering mountains, and its dramatic demise have captured the imagination of creators across disciplines. For painters and illustrators, the ocean's story offers a canvas of contrasts: deep blue waters against jagged peaks, fiery volcanic eruptions transforming the landscape, and the quiet beauty of sedimentary layers that hold secrets from the past. These visual interpretations help convey the scale and emotion of geological events, making them accessible to audiences who might never pick up a scientific paper. Writers, too, have found inspiration in the Alpine Ocean's history. From epic novels to poetic reflections, authors have used this event to explore themes of transformation, resilience, and the passage of time. Some have imagined the lives of creatures that once thrived in the ocean's depths, weaving tales of survival and adaptation amid changing environments. Others have focused on the human connection to Earth's history, reminding us of our place in a much larger story. These narratives not only entertain but also educate, using storytelling to spark curiosity about the natural world. Filmmakers and documentary creators have also drawn on the Alpine Ocean's collapse to craft compelling visual narratives. Through stunning animations and on-location footage, they've brought to life the forces that shaped the landscape: colliding tectonic plates, rising magma, and the relentless power of erosion. Documentaries often blend scientific expertise with artistic vision, using interviews, reenactments, and cutting-edge graphics to explain complex ideas in ways that resonate with viewers. By merging science with art, these films bridge the gap between knowledge and emotion, inviting audiences to see geology not just as a field of study, but as a story of awe and wonder. The intersection of art and science in telling the story of the Alpine Ocean highlights a shared goal: to communicate ideas in ways that inspire and engage. Artists and scientists alike seek to understand the world around us, using different tools but often arriving at the same sense of wonder. Whether through a painting, a poem, or a documentary, the story of the Alpine Ocean reminds us that science is not just about data and theories, it's about the beauty and mystery of the natural world. And it's in this space where creativity meets curiosity that the story truly comes alive. The collapse of the Alpine Ocean wasn't just a regional event, it was a moment that reshaped the entire planet. Picture a world where continents were still shifting, oceans were forming and disappearing, and the Earth's surface was in constant motion. The demise of this ancient ocean rippled across the globe, altering landscapes, climates, and even the course of life itself. It's a reminder that geological events, no matter how localized they might seem, have far-reaching consequences that can echo for millions of years. By studying this collapse, scientists gain insights not only into the past, but also into the processes that continue to shape our world today. One of the most significant impacts of the Alpine Ocean's collapse was the formation of new mountain ranges. As tectonic plates collided, they pushed up towering peaks, creating barriers that redirected wind patterns and rainfall. These changes influenced global weather systems, affecting ecosystems far beyond the immediate region. For example, the rise of the Alps in Europe altered the flow of rivers and created new habitats for plants and animals. These shifts were part of a larger story of how Earth's surface evolves over time, driven by forces deep within the planet. The event also had profound effects on ocean currents, which play a crucial role in regulating the Earth's climate. As the Alpine Ocean disappeared, it disrupted the flow of water between continents, leading to changes in temperature and weather patterns. These shifts didn't just affect the immediate area, they had global implications. Even today, scientists study these ancient changes to understand how modern climate systems might respond to similar disruptions. The collapse of the Alpine Ocean serves as a natural experiment, offering clues about the resilience and vulnerability of our planet's climate. But the global significance of this event goes beyond physical changes. It also highlights the interconnectedness of Earth's systems. The collapse of the Alpine Ocean is a testament to the delicate balance between geology, climate, and life. It shows how a single event can set off a chain reaction, reshaping ecosystems and influencing the evolution of species. By examining this event, scientists can piece together the puzzle of Earth's history, uncovering the forces that have shaped our planet and continue to drive its changes. Studying the Alpine Ocean's collapse is not just an academic exercise, it's a way to prepare for the future. By understanding how Earth systems responded to past events, scientists can better predict how they might react to modern challenges, such as climate change or tectonic activity. This research underscores the importance of looking to the past to inform our decisions today. The story of the Alpine Ocean is a powerful reminder that our planet is dynamic and ever-changing, and that the forces that shaped its history are still at work. By exploring this ancient event, we gain a deeper appreciation for the Earth's complexity and the interconnected processes that sustain life on our planet. The story of the Alpine Ocean's collapse isn't just one for professional scientists. It's a narrative that citizen scientists have helped to uncover in remarkable ways. Across the world, amateur geologists, fossil enthusiasts, and curious explorers have made contributions that have reshaped our understanding of this ancient event. These individuals, driven by passion and curiosity, often venture into areas that professional researchers might overlook, uncovering clues that fill in gaps in the geological record. Their discoveries remind us that science is a collaborative effort where every set of eyes and every fresh perspective matters. Take, for example, the story of a fossil hunter in the Alps who stumbled upon a rare marine reptile fossil while hiking. This amateur enthusiast, armed with little more than a keen eye and a love for the outdoors, found evidence of life from the time of the Alpine Ocean. The fossil was later studied by professional paleontologists, who identified it as a species that thrived in the ocean's waters millions of years ago. This discovery provided critical insights into the biodiversity of the region and helped scientists piece together the ecological conditions before the ocean's collapse. It's a testament to how citizen scientists can play a vital role in advancing our understanding of Earth's history. Another example comes from a group of amateur geologists who mapped unusual rock formations in a remote valley. Using simple tools and a wealth of determination, they documented layers of sediment that contained clues about the tectonic activity that led to the ocean's demise. Their findings were shared with a university research team, which used the data to refine its models of how the region evolved over time. These contributions highlight the power of collaboration between professionals and amateurs, showing how shared knowledge can lead to groundbreaking discoveries. Citizen science also plays a crucial role in education and public engagement. By participating in fossil hunts, rock surveys, or even online projects that analyze geological data, non-professionals gain a deeper appreciation for the scientific process. These activities foster a sense of connection to the natural world and inspire a new generation of scientists. They also demonstrate that science isn't confined to labs or academic institutions. It's a pursuit that anyone can be part of, no matter their background or expertise. The contributions of citizen scientists remind us that the story of the Alpine Ocean's collapse is still being written. Every fossil, every rock sample, and every observation adds a piece to the puzzle. These discoveries not only enrich our understanding of the past, but also underscore the importance of preserving Earth's geological heritage. By encouraging more people to explore and engage with the natural world, we ensure that the legacy of the Alpine Ocean continues to inspire curiosity and discovery for years to come. The study of Earth's ancient history, like the collapse of the Alpine Ocean, isn't just a scientific endeavor, it's a journey that carries significant ethical responsibilities. Scientists working to reconstruct these monumental events must grapple with questions about how their findings are used and who benefits from their discoveries. One of the most fundamental ethical considerations is the impact of geological research on local communities. For example, in regions where fossils or rock formations are studied, the land often holds cultural or spiritual significance to indigenous populations. Researchers must navigate these sensitivities carefully, ensuring that their work respects and involves the people who have lived on and cared for these lands for generations. This means engaging in open dialogue, seeking consent, and sharing the knowledge gained in ways that honor local traditions. Another ethical challenge lies in the accessibility of scientific knowledge. The story of the Alpine Ocean's collapse isn't just for academics. It's a piece of Earth's history that belongs to everyone. Scientists have a responsibility to share their findings in ways that are understandable and engaging for the public. This includes publishing research in open access journals, creating educational materials, and participating in outreach programs like museum exhibits or public lectures. By making science accessible, researchers can inspire curiosity and foster a deeper appreciation for the planet's history among people of all ages and backgrounds. There's also the question of how geological research intersects with environmental conservation. Studying ancient events like the collapse of the Alpine Ocean can provide valuable insights into the Earth's natural cycles and the long-term effects of climate change. But this knowledge comes with a responsibility to act. Scientists must advocate for policies that protect vulnerable ecosystems and mitigate the impact of human activity on the environment. This means not only studying the past but also using that knowledge to shape a more sustainable future. Ethical considerations extend to the methods used in geological research as well. Excavating fossil sites or drilling into rock formations can have lasting impacts on the landscape. Researchers must weigh the benefits of their work against the potential harm to the environment, striving to minimize their footprint wherever possible. This might involve using non-invasive technologies like ground-penetrating radar or satellite imaging to gather data without disturbing the land. By adopting these practices, scientists can ensure that their work is as responsible as it is groundbreaking. Finally, there's the broader question of how geological research is funded and directed. Much of this work relies on grants from governments, corporations, or private institutions, which can introduce conflicts of interest. Scientists must remain transparent about their funding sources and ensure that their research is guided by curiosity and a commitment to truth rather than external pressures. This independence is crucial for maintaining the integrity of the scientific process and ensuring that the story of the Alpine Ocean's collapse is told accurately. Ultimately, the ethical implications of geological research remind us that science is not just about understanding the Earth, it's about doing so in a way that respects people, the environment, and the pursuit of knowledge itself. By addressing these challenges thoughtfully, scientists can ensure that their work not only advances our understanding of the past, but also contributes to a more informed and responsible future. The story of the Alpine Ocean's collapse is far from complete. While scientists have made incredible strides in understanding this ancient event, there are still countless mysteries waiting to be unraveled. The call for continued exploration is more urgent than ever, as each new discovery has the potential to reshape our understanding of Earth's history. Advanced technologies are opening doors to research that was once unimaginable. Techniques like high-resolution satellite imaging, three-dimensional seismic mapping, and deep-sea drilling are allowing us to peer into the Earth's layers with unprecedented clarity. These tools not only help us reconstruct the past, but also provide new insights into the forces that continue to shape our planet today. One of the most exciting areas of research is the study of ancient climate records preserved in sedimentary rocks and ice cores. These natural archives hold clues about the environmental conditions that existed during the Alpine Ocean's collapse, offering a window into how Earth's climate system responds to extreme changes. By analyzing these records, scientists can better understand the interplay between geological processes and climate dynamics, knowledge that is increasingly relevant in the face of modern global warming. Another promising frontier is the exploration of deep-sea trenches and underwater mountain ranges, remnants of the tectonic activity that once reshaped the Alpine Ocean. Cutting-edge robotic submersibles and remotely operated vehicles are now able to reach depths and environments that were once inaccessible, revealing new details about how these features formed and evolved. These discoveries not only illuminate the past but also help us predict how tectonic activity might shape the future. citizen scientists and amateur geologists also play a vital role in this ongoing exploration. From fossil hunters uncovering unique specimens to enthusiasts documenting geological formations, their contributions often lead to significant breakthroughs. Collaborative projects that bring together professionals and the public are fostering a deeper connection between people and the natural world, proving that the pursuit of knowledge is a shared endeavor. As we continue to explore the Alpine Ocean's collapse, it's essential to foster curiosity and engagement not just within the scientific community, but among the broader public as well. The story of this ancient ocean is a reminder of the Earth's dynamic and ever-changing nature, a narrative that resonates with anyone who has ever wondered about the forces that shape our world. By staying curious and embracing the spirit of discovery, we can ensure that the legacy of the Alpine Ocean lives on, inspiring future generations to uncover the secrets of our planet's past and protect its future. The story of the Alpine Ocean is a testament to the incredible forces that have shaped our planet over millions of years. From its formation as a vast, thriving ecosystem to its dramatic collapse under the weight of tectonic shifts and climate changes, this ancient ocean serves as a window into Earth's dynamic history. We've explored how the collision of continents gave rise to towering mountain ranges, how shifting climates altered the landscape, and how the melting of these mountains transformed the region forever. The evidence left behind in sedimentary rocks, fossils, and volcanic formations has allowed scientists to piece together this extraordinary tale, revealing a world that once was and the processes that continue to shape our planet today. Understanding the collapse of the Alpine Ocean is more than just a journey into the past. It's a way to gain insight into the forces that shape our present and future. By studying these ancient events, we can better comprehend the mechanisms of plate tectonics, the impact of climate change, and the resilience of life in the face of extreme environmental shifts. This knowledge is invaluable as we navigate the challenges of a rapidly changing world, from predicting natural disasters to addressing the effects of global warming. The legacy of the Alpine Ocean reminds us that Earth is a living, breathing planet, constantly evolving through the interplay of geological and environmental forces. It's a story that underscores the importance of curiosity, exploration, and the pursuit of knowledge. As we continue to uncover the secrets of our planet's past, we're not just learning about history, we're gaining the tools to shape a better future. Now, it's your turn to be part of this journey. Share your thoughts in the comments. What aspect of the Alpine Ocean story fascinated you the most? How do you think studying ancient geological events can help us address modern challenges? Let's keep the conversation going and explore the wonders of our planet together. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into Earth's incredible history. The story of the Alpine Ocean is just one chapter in the vast book of our planet's past, and there's so much more